Welcome, 5th and 6th grade families. We're so excited to have you in this crazy fall.
Bienvenidos a nuestras familias y estudiantes. Estamos bien emocionadas para tenerles este otoño.
Miss Rix and I are going to be your teachers this year. For those of you who are new to Little Canada or have not worked with us in the past, we share students. So I'm your English teacher and Miss Rix is your Spanish teacher, and we switch halfway through the day.
Ustedes tienen dos maestras, qué suerte. Para los que no nos conocen bien o no conocen bien nuestro sistema, soy la maestra de las materias en español y maestra Gunelson las materias en inglés, y hacemos un intercambio en la mitad del día para poder hacer todas las materias en los dos idiomas.
So I teach reading, writing, and social studies. I love to read and mountain bike and spend time with my family outside. If you want to get hold of me, you can email me or call me at 651-724-6428.
Y yo soy la maestra de matemáticas, de ciencias y de salud, claro, en español. A mí me gusta tocar el piano, leer, cocinar, pasear el perro, y me pueden contactar por el correo electrónico escolar o me pueden llamar o textear por este número de teléfono personal.
Don't text me, I won't get it, but leave a message and I'll get it.
La semana que viene, la primera semana técnicamente de clases, vamos a tener citas de familias y maestras del 8 hasta el 11 de septiembre.
So in the week that is coming, we are going to have small meetings with families from September 8th to September 11th. It's going to be a little bit different than a normal start to the year, so we're going to talk about that a little bit.
Primero, estas reuniones como las conferencias del otoño van a durar unos 20 minutos, con unos 10 minutos para poder limpiar entre las citas. Y vamos a usar esto como en vez de una casa abierta para poder conocer a ustedes familias y a nuestros estudiantes. Para la reunión vamos a comenzar por conocer bien a su estudiante y sus expectativas como familias de aprendizaje para este año. Vamos a establecer y firmar un contrato de aprendizaje entre estudiante, maestra y familia. Van a recibir también un paquete de materiales y de trabajo. Hablaremos de las necesidades de la familia y de la estudiante, lo que necesitan como útiles o tecnología, y claro, cualquier pregunta o duda que tienes para este año bien raro. Para poder programar una cita y establecer esto en su calendario, pedimos que vayan a este enlace para poder programar o registrar para una cita con nosotras.
So the first week of school, we are going to, instead of open house, have 20-minute meetings with every family one-on-one. Those meetings will have 10 minutes in between so that we can clean. You can either come via Zoom or in person. If you come in person, you're going to be able to pick up all the stuff. If not, we'll figure out a way to get it to you that first week of school. So at that meeting, you're going to sign a learning contract. We are going to be able to check in with you and kind of the best ways to reach you. You're going to get a packet of materials for students to work on. And you're also, if you need materials, you're going to get it, and you're going to be able to pick up your iPad at that point. If you can't come, we need to figure out a way for you to get your student's iPad for sure. We'll also be able to answer any questions, but this video is going to probably raise more questions than it's going to answer some. So we'll be able to then answer a lot of those questions one-on-one. So this is just a chance for us to get to know you and start the year off a little bit clearer.
Este es como se ve el cuestionario para registrar para una cita con la maestra. Pide un poquito de información básica y también pide la disponibilidad del horario familiar que tienen ustedes para que podamos acomodar a todas nuestras familias. Marquen todas las horas y fechas que apliquen, por favor. In addition to some basic info, the sign-up form asks, of course, for your availability. Please mark all that applies so we can be sure to accommodate all 60 of you families and establish our learning contracts for the year. Si tienen preguntas, dudas, comentarios extras, pueden escribirlos aquí en este espacio y podemos hablar más sobre estas dudas cuando tenemos nuestras citas. If you have anything extra you want to share or ask, please use this extra space here, and we'll be sure to talk about them at our meetings.
So now we're going to talk about the first week of school and the second week of school.
Ahora vamos a hablar sobre la primera semana de clases y la segunda.
So the first week of school is going to be different. Your kid is going to log on day one through their email to meet us for a Zoom class at 9 o'clock. After that, they're going to be independent most of the day. They're going to get a language arts assignment, a math assignment, and kind of a intro get to know you assignment. Because we're going to be meeting with families all day. So they'll be with us Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday in distance learning, they don't meet with us at all. They have assignments to do independently. This is going to be kind of a lot, and we're going to get there as we can. But know that we're going to answer a lot of those questions that you might have during those one-to-one conferences. But also know that the things that we're sending home is going to vary because some students are going to get them on Tuesday and some students are going to get them on Wednesday. So it's going to be a little bit of a soft start. The most important thing that they show up to is the live Zoom meeting from 9 o'clock or from 9 to 9:30 in the morning.
La primera semana de clases, debido a todas las reuniones con familias, no podemos unirnos con la clase más que una media hora cada día, el martes, jueves y viernes. A las 9 de la mañana o esa mañana antes de las 9, los estudiantes en sus cuentas escolares de Gmail van a recibir un enlace para unir con nosotras en Zoom, como una comunidad entera para una reunión de la mañana y conocernos un poquito. Fuera de eso, mientras las maestras están reuniendo con las familias, cada estudiante tendrá un poquito de trabajo independiente de manera física en papel o en un paquete. Tendrá una tarea de lectura, matemáticas y un proyecto para introducirse, todo sobre mí, con desafíos opcionales si se encuentran con un poquito de tiempo extra. Nos damos cuenta que para algunos será demasiado, para algunos será poquito, para unos van a recibir su trabajo el miércoles, otros el viernes, así que lo importante es que puedan unir con nosotras en Zoom y que repasen sus herramientas en su tarea como puedan.
We realize that this is anticlimactic and not the way that anybody wants to spend their first week of school. We want to be with the kids in the classroom. However, we do feel like the district made a great decision in this and that we get to kind of meet with everybody and see where they're at and make sure everybody understands the technology before the week starts.
Esperamos con ganas poder reunirnos con las familias durante esta primera semana y establecer una rutina y unas expectativas antes de comenzar el aprendizaje.
So the second week is when we're really going to start diving into our regular schedule. We're going to meet 2 times a day for live meetings via Zoom. So 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Your student will either have Ms. Ricks or I, depending on what grade they're in, and we'll go through that during those morning meeting times that first week of school. Outside of that, they're going to have the independent work as well. We're limited to 2 hours for live learning, and so with that, per district guidelines, so with that, we will have open office hours so that hopefully your students can come to us with questions, or if they're struggling, that they can come directly to us and get the answers that they need in real time.
Durante la segunda semana y más allá, por cualquier duración de aprendizaje a distancia, vamos a tener 2 horas de lecciones sincrónicas en vivo por Zoom directamente con las maestras. 1 hora a las 9 y otra hora a la 1. Y como hemos dicho al principio, hay una maestra en español, otra maestra en inglés. Por ejemplo, los de 5º grado quizás comenzará conmigo en español a las 9 y luego con maestra Gunelson a la 1. En cada hora tendrá una reunión con esta maestra y luego su lección de matemáticas o de artes del lenguaje. Fuera de estas 2 horas, va a tener trabajo asincrónico. El distrito nos ha pedido que no hacemos más que 2 horas de instrucción directa con toda la clase a la vez, pero si su estudiante tiene preguntas, unas dudas o quiere conectar con las maestras, tendremos horas de oficina abierta, se llama, en que estaremos disponibles por Zoom para poder repasar una lección o contestar preguntas. También las maestras de especialistas tendrán unas horas abiertas también para poder conectarse con sus estudiantes, ayudar a hacer proyectos, etc.
So the specialist teachers will also have open office hours. They won't do live lectures, but they will have independent work with open office hours, and we really suggest that students go to those and show up, and it's a time to meet, and it's all of 5th grade, so they can connect with students outside of our classes as well for 6th grade and 5th grade. We're going to talk a little bit about the one-to-one early adopters iPad program that Little Canada was offered a grant for, and so all of our 5th and 6th grade students are going to end up using school iPads this year, and we're really excited about it.
Estamos bien emocionados para introducir el programa de adoptantes tempranos para el programa de iPad. Cada estudiante de 5º o 6º grado en Little Canada van a poder recibir un iPad escolar para hacer su trabajo.
The reason that this program is really exciting is because in middle school and high school, they already have a one-to-one program. They already use specific applications, and they're already doing all of these things. So now we're going to be able to support our 5th and 6th graders while they're in a single classroom or with 2 main teachers to help provide them the support that they need as they move in. So then they're already going to know it before they get to middle school.
Mm-hmm. Una ventaja de este programa es para poder conocer el programa y las aplicaciones del iPad antes de que se vayan a middle school, a Rams, porque ya en 7º grado hasta la secundaria existe este programa, pero ahora nuestros estudiantes de Little Canada van a tener la oportunidad de practicar estas expectativas con el iPad y tener una transición más suave al 7º grado y más allá.
One thing to keep in mind is that I know that some of you might have iPads at home or that your student used an iPad in the year previous. They need to use the school iPad this year because it's preloaded with a lot of Roseville's things. So they're going to have this iPad from now until the time they graduate, unless it gets broken or stolen, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but that they have to use this iPad because it's specifically going to come loaded with some things unique to Roseville.
Queremos notar que es importante que se usen este iPad escolar. Si tienen una tableta personal o lo que sea, está bien, pero queremos que se usen este iPad para su trabajo escolar, porque este será su iPad desde ahora hasta 12º grado. Este es su iPad para su carrera escolar. Y hablaremos un poquito sobre las reglas y responsabilidades del iPad.
Okay, so really quick, we're going to talk about the nitty-gritty hardware of the iPad. You are going to get an iPad. You're going to pick it up at your one-to-one meeting. That iPad is going to come with a case. You have to leave that case on it. You're also going to get a charger. The charger is going to come with it. You're probably going to end up having to replace the charger. Unfortunately, it's not covered under the insurance. So the iPad you have, like I said before, is your kid is responsible from now until 12th grade for this. You can get a $30 insurance for it. If the iPad gets damaged, that covers the cost of a new iPad for one time in a year. You can't damage it twice, or you have to pay for it in full. If you qualify for free and reduced lunch, the district pays for it for you, so that $30 insurance fee is covered. If you lose the iPad, it is covered under the insurance, but in order to get that insurance, you need to file it with a police officer, and that police report will help us reimburse for the iPad under that insurance. So make sure that your student is taking care of the iPad, and we will talk a lot about how to do that in the first few weeks of school. So I think those are the things that I need to go over.
Lo que van a recibir además del iPad son una carcasa o funda alrededor y un cargador. Como hemos dicho, su estudiante está responsable por el iPad hasta el último año en secundaria, así que unos 7 o 6 años. Puede pagar un seguro de $30 cada año que tiene el iPad. Si reciben almuerzo gratis o a precio reducido, el distrito ya ha pagado el seguro. Este seguro de $30 cubre un iPad dañado una vez al año, así que no se puede dañar el iPad 2 veces al año. Si pierde el iPad, el seguro no cubre completamente el iPad perdido, así que es necesario completar una forma con la policía para poder reportarlo, y el $30 cubre un poquito de este iPad perdido. El seguro no cubre los cargadores, así que cuiden bien los cargadores, quizás necesitarán reemplazarlos, y tampoco no se puede cambiar la carcasa. Adiós, nos vemos.
Bye, see you next week.